start. The food has been better since they've changed their owners. But all things considered, it's just that it bonus mistake might have gone crazy, cooked up inside. I needed a change of scenery, not to mention a break from these 20-somethings who act like they are 14. No, I didn't see your tweet or Instagram story. Hey, while you're at it, make one about me. I don't wanna play this game anymore. It's a pissing contest. Oh, fakes at the best. Also, Friday night up on Pemberton Street, getting dinner with these old heads every week. Hey, shout out to happy hour. No, not that happy hour. 'Cause these days, I'm not about that. Luke calls me grandpa or stepdad. He's joking, but he might be right.
Hello, to anyone who might be listening to this. That's interesting. I basically my thought was to make a little podcast like type of thing documenting these songs. This is more for myself, but I might put them out. Who knows? You never know. Gonna try to run through these songs fairly quick. Just the stories behind them and everything. So, without further ado, let's get it cracking. Also, sorry if this, if you're one of the 5 people that would actually listen to 52 of these, God bless your soul. I just want to apologize right off the top for how methodical they might seem. I just have a little checklist here of the basic things to cover with each song just to help propel myself through doing all these. So, as it stands, today is January 23rd, 2022. I had finished the mix and master for Southstar just about 1 year ago today. Something like that. Pretty close. Start off with the album art here. The Southstar is a diner in Lumberton, Mount Holly, New Jersey. I would go there pretty much every Friday night with a group of guys really close to me. And it was just a lovely little thing we had going. It's a shame that, I don't know, fucking whatever. Like, all good things end. Anyway, the album art is just a picture of their sign. I went with Colby, who helped me for probably about the first 14 weeks, something like that. About the first 14 weeks with the album art. She's really good friend of mine. So we went, it was like pretty late in the evening. It was me, Colby, and her daughter. And it was cold as shit. So I remember kind of getting in and out. And we took the picture of the Polaroid with her camera, which is pretty interesting because after a few weeks, I want to say Rudy was the first one where we just said, fuck it. She was like, honestly, I think it would be easier and better if we just took the picture of the Polaroid with my phone. And I was like, yeah, this is like the last part of this project that I care about. So if you think that's the case, I trust you. And it totally turned out to be the right call. It just made everything so much easier. And when she could no longer do the art with me every week anymore, understandably, it was it was good that we figured that out because I am no photographer. I don't even have a camera. I take all these Polaroids on the little the Fuji film. You know the things you see at like Walmart. It's literally like a child's camera. As a matter of fact, for those first 14 or so weeks that Colby was doing the art with me, it was quite literally on her child's little Polaroid camera. And then when Colby couldn't do it anymore, I had to go out and buy my own. So I just have this silly little purple, instant film thing. And that's what every single song for the entire project was done on. First Lila's and then mine. So yeah, album art was pretty simple and straightforward for this one. Same with the song name. I had no idea what else to call it other than fucking South Star. It's just a South Star. The writing for it was basically the day. I don't know if it was the exact day or if it was just the week that I fully decided, like, I'm going to do this thing. But it was a Friday night, and I had just gotten back from said dinner with my people. And I just grabbed my acoustic guitar, which I never play in drop D, but a buddy of mine who I hang out with, he's notorious for coming over, playing your guitar for like 5 minutes, and then when you pick it back up, it's in another tuning. And it's never anything crazy. It'll just be like, I will have it in something stupid, and I'll put it back in like drop D or something. So I pick up my guitar, and it's in drop D, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, I started fiddling around before I was going to retune it. And then I came up with the first little thing that turned out to be South Star. So here we are. So thanks for that, Austin. Yeah, I wrote, stayed up for a little bit, demoed out the song acoustic and vocals. My niece and my nephew were over that night, so then I went upstairs and watched Boss Baby 2 with them. And then they fell asleep, and I went back down and did another couple hours till like 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I woke up the next day, and they left, and I started getting into it. Laid down the drums to the acoustic scratch, and then started getting into the guitar, and the song it came together like that. Next day, sent it over to Jack. Jack sent me back the bass real quick. I dropped it in, and by that point I pretty much mixed everything the day before, so it's kind of just a matter of like dropping the bass in, adjusting the levels and EQ, and doing my hack job mastering and calling it a day. I can't really think of anything interesting about the recording. I mean, I just took a look at the Pro Tools session, and there's that one little lead thing in the beginning that's just, it's like totally not something I played. I just like reversed something and like put all these effects on it. But yeah, I think it's a nice a nice touch for the intro. And the lyrics were again pretty straightforward. Um, it was just about like, the first verse was kind of about going to the diner with these guys every Friday, and this is like peak COVID. Um, so maybe not peak COVID. I guess it was like this was 2021, so in January, so it was like starting to get bad again. Which it's starting to get bad again now in January 2022. So this is what we're dealing with. But yeah, I just remember feeling like a slight guilt of like maybe I shouldn't be going to the diner with all these people every Friday night, but I mean in my case I like my pattern is isolate and get depressed and then shit gets really bad from there. Um, so my whole take was kind of like, well, um, it's if this thing doesn't kill me, I will. So, uh, kind of cut my losses and went, and luckily still haven't got the god dang virus, which is nice. Um, yeah, and then so that's like the first verse, and the chorus was just, you know, being grateful that I had these guys to go out with. Second verse, I still kind of cringe listening to it. I really wish that I didn't use the whole uh, Twitter and Instagram thing and whatnot, but you know, you do what you can. Um, I think a big thing to highlight with this song specifically is that it was the first one and it was this uncharted water where I didn't really know what kind of songs I could write and get out within this time frame. So I was like, I'm just gonna write a straight ahead kind of rocker, and it'll be what it's gonna be, and we'll go from there. So that was essentially South Star, and then the end was kind of calling back to what the song was mostly about, which was just spending Friday night with those people. Um, so yeah, that's South Star.